Welcome to Learn Yourself. Today we are going to learn and understand try these sums from the chapter number 3, data handling. We are starting from page number 67. Previous sums I have already posted and those videos links I have given into description. So this video I am starting from page number 67. This is the question from page number 67. This is try this sum. The question is, your friend found the median and the mode of given data. Describe and correct your friend's error, if any. They have given us certain numbers. We have here numbers 35, 32, again 35, 42, 38, 32 and 34. These are the numbers, and one of our friend has noted down the median as 42 and mode is 32. We have to check that this median and mode are correct or not. So first of all, let us find out the median. How to find out the median? When we are finding out the median, first we have to arrange all the data either in ascending order or in descending order. So let us first arrange this data in ascending order. While we are arranging this data in ascending order, what is ascending order? The smallest number will come first, and from smallest we are going to biggest. So this is ascending order. Let us arrange above data in ascending order. Which is the smallest number here? It is 32. So I am marking this 32. It is very important that whenever you are writing a data, you have to mark them as I have marked below here, so that you will not write that data again. After 32, 34 is there. So I am writing here 34. Then we have 35. Two 35s are there. So I am going to write two 35s here. After that, 38 is there. And the last one is 42. So these are our data in ascending order. Now when we are finding a median, we are going to find the middle number of this data. So how to find out that? One of the formula which we have here is this. When we are finding out median, we have this formula that n plus 1 divided by 2. So now what is this n plus 1? This is observation. This is observation. So how many number of observation or how many data we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. We have 7 data. So n equals to, we are going to write 7 and plus 1 divided by 2. So we will get here 8 by 2, that is 4. So fourth number of observation will become median here. So which one is the fourth number? This is first, second, third and fourth will become median here. Is our median. One more method to find out median is something like this, that once we are arranging the data, this is another method. Once you are arranging a data like this, from either side you are cutting one number. From either side, from starting and from towards the end. And you are doing the same, and whatever number will remain at the last will become your median. You can do it like this also, or you can do it like this. So here our answer is 35. Our median is 35, and that is the first answer. So whatever our friend has found out that median is 42 is wrong. Median is 35. Now let us find out about mode. So what is a mode? Mode is most frequently occurring observation. So which observation is coming more often in this data, if you will see? So here when we will see, 32 is coming 2 times and 35 is also coming 2 times. So both the numbers are coming twice. So here our mode is going to be 32 and 35 both. So here we have two mode, and that is 32 and 35, because both the numbers are appearing twice in our data. So what is our mode? Most frequently occurring observation is the mode. Try this sum from page number 71. This is the first question and it says that the bar graph figure 3.2, which I have shown you here, shows the result of survey to test water resistance watches made by different company. Now what is the meaning of water resistant watches? Means even if you will put it into a water, it will still work. That means it is water resistant. It resists the water, it will still function even if you will wear it underwater. So that is the meaning of water resistant watches. Now each of these companies claimed that their watches were water resistant. After a test, the above results were revealed. So here we have to interpret the bar graph, that what they are telling us. First we will see it here, that this blank bar will tell us the number tested, how many watches they have tested. So for company A, B, C, D, they have tested 40 watches for each of the companies. That is number tested. And the gray bar will tell us that the number that leaked, how many watches were faulty and they were leaked. The water got into them and they stopped working. That is the meaning of number of watches leaked, and these watches are not good. They are not water resistant. So if the company has maximum number of watches which are leaked, that means it is not good. This count should be low, as low as possible. Then only that company has good watches. So now let us find out that how many leaked watches are there per company or for each company. Here I have noted down, here I have made one table and you can see that A, B, C, D and watches tested for each companies are same, that is 40. The first question is, can you work out a fraction of the number of the watches that leaked to the number tested for each company? So we have to write it here fraction. And what fraction we need to write here? Number of the watches that leaked. So here number of the watches which are leaked, that we have to write below the number of watches which are tested for this experiment. So this fraction we have to find out for all the four company. Now let us find out that how many watches are leaked per company. So first let us find out for A. You can put a ruler or a scale and check the number. Here I have made already marks so that we can see it easily that company A has, this bar graph shows us that number of leaked watches. So it is 20. So for company A, 20 watches were leaked. Similarly for company B, as you can see, it is 10. Company C, it is coming in between 20 and 10. So I am taking here 15. Then for company D, it is coming in between 30 and 20. This red mark is for company D. So it tells us 25. So this many watches are leaked per company. Now we need to find out the fraction. That number of watches leaked to the number of tested watches. So it is going to be 20 divided by 40 and it will give us 1 by 2. This is the fraction we will get for company A. Similarly, 10 by 40, it will give us 1 by 4. After that, 15 by 40, it will give us 3 by 8. Then 25 by 40, it will give us by 8. Let us understand the simplification of 15 by 40, that here I have written 3 into 5 divided by, I will get here 4 into 10. So I will get here 3 by 8. 4 into 2 is 8. So I got here 3 by 8. Similarly for 25 by 40, let us understand the simplification. It is 5 into 5 divided by 4 into 10. So 5 2s are 10 and I will get here 5 divided by 4 into 2, so 8. So that is how I got this two simplification from 15 by 40 and 25 by 40. So now these are our fractions, and what fractions we have found out? Fractions we have found out that number of watches which were leaked divided by number of watches tested. So these are the answer for first question, that we got this fraction. Our second question says that could you tell on this basis which company has better watches? Better watches means they should have less number of watches which are leaked. So let us note down the fraction. We got it from the first question. So A has 1 by 2, B has 1 by 4, C has 3 by 8 and D has 5 by 8. Now we have to find out that which fraction is less. Then only we will get to know that which company is doing better, because these fractions are tell us that these watches are not good because they are leaked. Now we have to compare this fraction and see which fraction is bigger and which fraction is smaller. So how to compare the fractions? We have all these fractions here. To compare the fraction, we have to make all the denominators same. So we have here denominator 8. So we will convert the first two fraction into denominator 8. So how are we going to do that? So this 2, we are going to convert it into 8. Simply we cannot do it. We have to multiply above and below with same number, and we will convert it into 4 by 8. As you can see, we have converted this 2 into 8, and we are going to make all the denominators equal like this. So 1 into 2 and in division 4 into 2. If you have any doubt regarding this, please check my video based on comparing fractions. So in that you will get to know how to compare the fraction and how to make their denominators equal. So here we have now 4 fractions, that 4 by 8, 2 by 8, 3 by 8 and 5 by 8. Now let us compare them. When denominators are same, we are only seeing the numerator, and the numerator which is bigger, that number or that fraction will be bigger. So here 5 by 8 is the biggest fraction, then comes 4 by 8, then comes 3 by 8 and then comes 2 by 8. So 2 by 8 is the smallest fraction. 2 by 8 is the smallest fraction. Now let us identify which companies are these. 5 by 8 means this is a company D. 3 by 8, this is company C. 2 by 8, this is company B, and 4 by 8, this is company A. That means this fraction is smallest. That means company B has the smallest fraction of the watches which are leaked. In turn, we can say that company B has better watches. Try these sums from page number 71. This is second question. Sale of English and Hindi books in year 1995, 1996, 1997 and 1998 are given below. So we have this table here in which these are the years, and during these years we have sale of the books which are in Hindi and English. So in 1995, 350 English books were sold and 500 Hindi books were sold. Like that we have data for 4 years for Hindi and English. Now we have to answer some of the question based on this. Draw a double bar graph. and answer the following questions. So first we have to draw a double bar graph. Why is it double bar graph? Because as you can see, in 1995 we have sell of two types of books, English books and Hindi books. So it will come something like this. This is our x-axis, this is our y-axis. On x-axis we are going to write these years, that 1995, 1996, 1997 and 1998. And here we are going to take a scale of this number of books were sold. So here for 1995 we are going to show two bars, one bar for English, one bar for Hindi. So it will be something like this. In 1995 we are going to show two bar graphs like this. That's why it is known as double bar graph. For 1 year we are showing two different bars. So it will be very easy for us to for comparison, that how many English books were sold and how many Hindi books were sold. And we have to answer two questions after we are drawing this bar graph. So this question we are not going to answer based on this number. We are first going to draw bar graph, and then from bar graph we are going to answer this question. So here this is my graph sheet on which already I have written 1995, 6 and 1997 and 1998. As you can see here that I have kept two boxes in between 2 years, and that is how I have taken a scale on x-axis. This is my y-axis over here. On y-axis I have taken 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600 and 700. These are number of books. Here these are years. So let us first check for the year 1995. So 350 English books were sold. So here I am going to mark this bar for English and similarly this bar for Hindi. So I am taking horizontally 5 columns for English and 5 columns for Hindi. So let us first take a reading for English, that is 350. As you can see here, this is in the middle. So here this is 350, after that 400 will be there. So for English this is going to be my reading, and from here I am going to join it till down. Then Hindi is 500. So this will be my reading for Hindi. This I am going to draw it till down. Similarly for 1996, 400 for English. So these two lines I am taking for the bar graph. This I am going to take for English and this I am going to take for Hindi. So for here 400 will be for English and 525. This is going to be 500 and it is going to be 525 over here. Same for 1997, it is 450. 600. So 600 is over here. Then 1998, 620. 600 is here, and here this is going to be 620, somewhat lesser than 625. 650 will come over here. 650. So if I will draw a line from here till the down, then this is going to be my bar graph, and similarly all the lines I am going to draw it till down. How I have taken this line? 5 columns horizontally I have taken. So if this is a line for 1998, then here I have taken 5 columns towards this side and 5 columns towards this side. This side it is going to be for the English, and this side this is going to be for the Hindi. That is how I am going to draw a bar graph. Now this I have taken two different color. This is going to be this is for English, this is for Hindi. For the year 1995. Same for 96 and 97, 98. When you are drawing this kind of bar graph in your notebook, one bar you can make it little shady with your pencil. So it will be different compared to other bar graphs. Shade one of the bar with the pencil, so it will be different compared to other bar. But make sure that if you are shading bar graph of English books, then throughout you have to shade these bars only, which belongs to sale of English books. So here I have mentioned with the color coding that blue represents the English books and yellow represents the Hindi books. Now let us answer this question. In which year was the difference in the sale of two language books least? Where you can see the difference is very less. So here we can see the difference is least or difference is very less. So the answer for the first question is in the year 1998, the difference was least between the sale of two language books. Then question number B. Can you say that the demand for English books rose faster? So this blue bar graph represents English books. So yes, demand for English books have been rose here faster. So yes, we can say that from the bar graph that demand for the English books have been risen since 1995. Try these sums from chapter number 3, page number 74. Think of some situation, at least 3 examples of each that are certain to happen, some that are impossible, and some that may or may not happen. That is situations that have some chances of happening. So we have here 3 situations. First, second, and third situation. First situation, that is certain to happen. That means they are going to happen and we are certain about it. So first is sunrise on next day, sunset on next day. Here you can also mention the day, like sunrise on Monday, sunrise on Tuesday or tomorrow. And third, stars will be in the sky at the night. So these are the 3 situations which are going to happen. Second type of situations we are listing here are may or may not happen. It may happen or it may not happen. So first is it is going to rain tomorrow or it is going to rain in the evening. Guest will come home in the evening or guests are going to come tomorrow or something like that. Third one, any weather situation or space situation, that today night it is going to be a meteor shower, or today it will be a cloudy weather, or tomorrow it is going to rain. Any weather situation will come under may or may not happen. Third situations are impossible to happen, which is not going to happen. So whatever you have written here certain to happen, opposite to that you can write it in impossible to happen. For example, first is earth will stop rotating. Second, sun will not rise tomorrow, or sun will rise from south, or you can write any other direction. So these are some of the situations which will tell us that some situations are certain to happen, some situations may or may not happen, and some situations are impossible to happen. Try these sums from chapter number 3, page number 75. First question is toss a coin 100 times. So we have to toss a coin 100 times and record the data. Find the number of times heads and tails occur in it. So there are only 2 possibilities when you are tossing a coin. Either you will get head or you will get tail. So here I have made a table. In that I have noted down here the head and second tail. And as I am tossing the coin, whatever observation I got it here, I have noted down it. So first try I got head. So I have marked here this. Second, I got tail, so I have marked it like this. As and when I got a head, I am going to mark it like this. And when it is a fifth object like this. That means one tally marks is this group of telemarks are giving me 5 observation. That means 5 times head I got it. And similarly, I noted down all the observation over here. And number of times here I have written, that is 43. This one group will give me 5 observation, that 5 plus 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 3. So it is going to give me 43. Here similarly I got 57. You can write any combination of numbers here, but only thing you have to take care that the addition of these two numbers has to be 100. It can be any possibilities, 20, 80, 30, 70 or any other two odd numbers, but addition of these two numbers have to be 100 because we are tossing a coin 100 times. And in front of that you have to do a telemarking like this. Try these sums from chapter number 3, page number 75. Second question is, Aftab threw a die 250 times and got the following table. So in textbook we have only this two table of content, where this we have to add in there. When you are writing in your notebook, you have to make a table like this where you can write the counts also. And from where we are getting these counts? We are getting that count from telemarks. Here you can see that one group of this data will give us 5 counts. So 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 and plus 3. So how many times 5s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 6 into 5 will give us 30, 30 and this 3. So that's why it is 33 counts. That is how we are going to count this telemarks. For the second observation, how many group of 5s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So here 8 into 5 are 40. Similarly, I have noted down all the counts for all these telemarks. And you have to make sure once you are counting this, you have to make sure that the addition of all this count should be 250. So once you are done with your counts, you have to check this answer that it must come 250. Now the next thing is draw a bar graph for this data. We have to draw a bar graph. So here we are going to draw a bar graph. These are the numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That this many number on the die has appeared. So one number on the dice has appeared 33 times. Number 2 has appeared on the dice 40 times and so on. So 6 number on the dice has appeared 40 times. We have to draw a bar graph. How are we going to draw a bar graph? These are the bar graph. So for that we required a graph paper like this. This is my graph paper and it is 10 by 10. Now what is the meaning of 10 by 10? As you can see this in this zooming image, you can see here how many columns are there. I have taken this dark green line. This one box I am taking it here and I am showing you why it is a 10 by 10 graph paper sheet. If I am taking this one big square in which there are 4 small square, you can see this in your graph, right? So let us see that over here. So how many boxes are there horizontally? So we are counting this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So horizontally they are 10 boxes. Vertically if you will count, they are also 10 boxes. So this dark one green box contains 10 by 10 boxes. That means 10 into 10, totally it is containing 100 boxes. So when we are talking about this one green box, that any one green box if you will take like this into your graph paper. So this box contains 10 by 10. 10 horizontally small boxes and 10 vertically small boxes. So this one Square contains 100 boxes. So whenever you are counting numbers, here there are possibilities that you can accommodate 10 counts here and you can accommodate 10 counts here. But this graph will be very, very small. So that's why whatever scale we are taking here is depending upon our data. So how you are going to choose your scale? Let us understand that. So here we have data. First, you have to find out that which one is the smallest number. So here 33 is the smallest number out of all these numbers and 52 is the biggest number. So our data and our graph requires smallest number 33 and it requires highest number 52. So our graph should not be very, very big or very, very small. So here I am going to write, and you can see that it has odd observation like 47, 38, where we have to count 3 numbers after 5. So here I am going to write 5, then 10, 15, 20, 55. So our graph will be completed here. If you don't want such a big graph, then you can take a scale of 10. So here you can start with 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So within this small scale your graph will get over, or you can take 5 or 10 here, then 15, then 20. Similarly, you can take any scale. Here I have taken much larger scale so that I can show you. Here 33 is there first, and here we are going to write the numbers. So here I am going to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We are marking numbers only on this dark line. You can also mark number in between here also. If you have more data, you can mark the numbers in between also. Let us take our first observation. So number 1 has come 33 times. So number 1, so on this line where the 33 will come, that we are going to find out. So this is 30. Now in between 30 and 35 there are 20 boxes. So 4 lines for 1, then 4 lines for 2, 4 lines for 3. So here it is going to complete that this is going to be 33. So this is my observation, that is 33. I am going to mark 5 lines horizontal and then I am going to join it with the scale over here. So here 2 lines towards this side and 2 lines towards this side and 2 lines towards this side. I will count it and I am going to join it. So this is my first observation, that is 33. Then number 2. Number 2 is 40. So number 2 is 40. Observation is going to come here. Then number 3 is 47. This is my 45 and 47 after 2. So to come here like this. Then 52. 4 number is appearing 52 times. So this is 50 and 2 times more. So here it is 52. Then number 5 is appearing 38 times. This is my 35 and after that I have to count 3 numbers. So 38 is going to come here. After that number 6 is appearing 40 times. So here 40. Now all of these observations I am taking 5 lines, 5 columns horizontally like this, and then I am attaching them at the bottom on the x-axis. This is my x-axis and this is going to be my y-axis. So if I draw a bar graph like this for each and every observation after taking those points, then it will look something like this. And these are separate bars for each and every observation. Try these sums from chapter number 3, page number 75. And this is the third question of page number 75. It says that throw a die 100 times and record the data. Find the number of times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 occur. So 100 times we have to throw a die and we have to see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers, how many times it will appear. So these are some of the counts that when I threw my die, I got this counts that number 1 I got it 14 times, number 2 I got 7 times, number 3 I got 18 times, number 4 I got 23 times, 5 I got 8 times and number 6 I got 30 times and total 100 times I threw a dice. So here these are the tally marks. We know that how to write a tally marks. First we are writing 1, 2, 3, 4 observation like this and fifth observation we are crossing it out like this. So this is a bunch of 5 observation and that is how we are representing our data in tally marks. So these are my observation. You can write your own observation, but you have to make sure that total number of counts should be 100 and not more or less than that. Chapter number 3, try these sums from page number 76. Question says that construct or think of 5 situations where outcome do not have equal chances. Now what is the meaning of equal chances? If there is a competition and there are 5 contestants are there and we have to choose the best entry or we need to choose a winning entry out of that. So all 5 contestants have equal opportunities and are having equal chances to win this competition. All are having same chances. So that is we do not want. We need a situation in which chances are not equal. So those kind of situation we have to write. So first is there was a drawing competition of 500 contestants and we need to choose best 5 out of all. Here we are not writing winning or here we are not writing the first. Best 5 we need it. So the chances of winning are not equal. Second situation is in a deck of 52 cards to get a queen is 4 out of 52 chances because out of 52 cards there are 4 queens. Chances of to get a queen is 4 out of 52 chances. So it's not equal chance. Today it will rain on cloudy weather day. Because the weather is cloudy, so percentage of rain will be much more higher compared to dry weather. So rain on cloudy weather day where the chances are not equal or it is not 50-50%. It must be more. Fourth situation, in a school there are 17 captains. Out of 17, we need to choose 2 to represent council. To get multiples of 3 by throwing a die. When you are throwing a die, at that time there are 6 numbers are there. So out of these 6 numbers, we required multiple of 3. So multiple of 3 are 3 and 6. So these numbers and these chances are not equal. We require 2 numbers out of 6 numbers. So chances are not equal. So these are the situations where chances are not equal. When in any situation you are choosing 2, 3, 4 and 5 out of all. So those chances are not equal. When a situation is something like this, out of total you are choosing 1, then chances will be equal for all. So when you are writing a situation in which you do not want the chances to be same for all, then choose 2, 3, 4 and those situation you can count as chances are not equal.